Hello, everyone. This is an exciting day for me. Uh, I think, like a lot of you, I tend to have kind of a list of firearms that I'm really interested in, and when I see them, I'll pick them up. So I've had some luck this year picking up some of them used, and I've done videos on them recently. But there's a couple in particular that I have not been able to find used, and in a couple of these cases, I can't find them new either. One of them was this one right here. This is a Taurus 942. It's a 22 LR double action 8-shot revolver. I was really excited about this when I first found out it was made. I like shooting 22. It's cost effective. If you see some of the videos I made, I'm a big fan of the 22. I think it's really underrated, both for its usefulness and just recreation and enjoyment. Um, when I originally started seeing these, it was maybe 2020, and I saw them selling for like $400, and I thought prices would come down, and they did come down a little bit, not tremendously. But I'm also remembering the days when you can get like a Taurus 85 for like 260, 270, which wasn't that long ago actually. So I was hoping they would come down. Well, not only did they not come down, but you couldn't find them anywhere for the longest time. So um, fast forward a bit to maybe early June, and I was on Bud's website, and lo and behold, I actually see a Taurus 942. So when I saw that, I jumped at the opportunity to get it. For those of you who don't know, they make about six different models of this. They make them stainless steel, which I would have preferred, but that wasn't an option. It was this or nothing, so I went with this. They have the blued version, stainless steel, and then they come in ultralight, which is with an aluminum frame rather than a steel frame. It's I think it's 5 inches lighter. It's like 18 inches. This is like 23. Excuse me, 18 ounces, and this is about 23 ounces. So it's a little bit lighter. And then there's also 22 mag versions, which I would not mind having a 22 mag version. Um, but like I said, when I saw this was for sale. I'm like, I gotta get it. So I put it on layaway, and not too long ago I took it. I took it off layaway, had it sent over. So I'm just gonna kind of put the ruler here just to kind of give you an idea of the length. So from the edge of the grips right here to about um, where the barrel starts, looking at about maybe 6.5 inches. Height wise, we are looking at about maybe about 5 inches. It's got the nice short barrel. They do have one with a 3-inch barrel. I didn't want that though. I wanted the snub nose. Handed this off to my wife, and she was pretty surprised that it was what she considered heavy, and it is kind of deceptively heavy. But I kind of like that. Usually with revolvers, I do not um, like the scandium frames or the aluminum frames. Now that wouldn't be bad for a 22 because you figure with a 22 you're getting almost no recoil. So I could see how the aluminum frame version would be pretty cool. But I don't like scandium or aluminum framed handguns that are like 357. I have a polymer frame, polymer 605 that I've mentioned before. Awesome handgun. I love shooting 38 special in it. 357 Magnum, not so much. I think I would have enjoyed it a lot more if I had the steel frame because it would give a little more weight. I also have a 6-inch barreled Taurus tracker that shoots 357. It's pretty cool shooting a 357 out of that one. But, the lighter handguns, not very enjoyable. But this one, as you can tell, has grips that are good enough for about 2 fingers on there. Fits my hand pretty well. I mean, the pinky just kind of sits right over here at the bottom, which is pretty much what I expected. Not bad at all. Just have a notch for the rear sight. It's kind of tough to get that out, but you get just a little notch for the rear sight, and then you have this front sight post, and it's kind of textured there, like and stepped up. Not the easiest to pick up, but this is kind of like a point and shoot kind of thing too, so that's not a big deal. This is single double action. as you can tell. And cylinder release, again, this is 8 shots, which I think is pretty cool. I like the fact that it is an 8-shot revolver. And then you have the ejector rod right here. So pretty happy for it. Not, I paid, I think, $340 for this, and then I had to pay for the transfer fee, which was $30. Then I had to pay sales tax on it, and I was thinking about that today because if you've watched this video, you know I'm notoriously frugal, cheap, and I'm thinking, okay, I paid like $342 for this. Then I had to pay sales tax on that because Bud charges sales tax now, so that's like $367, and then $30 for the transfer. So I'm in this like for almost $400, which I think is a little crazy. But I really wanted a double action revolver, a 22 revolver. So this is like one of the only times I can remember just kind of saying, I have to have that, I must have that, and I buy it. Normally, like I said, I just kind of make a list in my head of things I want, and when I see them used and for a price that's in my range, then I make the purchase. This is like one of the only times I remember where I actually liked something so much I kind of considered that I overpaid for it. Because, like I said, with between tax, transfer, and the gun itself was like $397. I consider that overpaying for this. But like I said, I really wanted it, and I like Taurus revolvers, and I did a video on that before with some of my Tauruses, and I think they are really, really excellent revolvers for the money, especially. Now, granted, I don't have any Smith and Wesson, Colt, Korth, anything like that, so I'm not really comparing them because I can't. But what I can tell you is that when I pull the trigger, they go bang. And I think that the quality is basically pretty good on them. I'm pretty happy with them. Like I said, this is my fourth Taurus revolver. My other ones are a 905, a 605, and I think it was the six. It's the tracker. I think it's the 686. I could be wrong on that. I have to get that number too. But I believe that you can also remove this grip. When I got the 605, it came with the small grip on it, and then it came with a larger grip, and I ended up taking the smaller grip and putting the larger grip on, which is pretty decent for 38 special, and I think is really, really good to do if you're going to shoot 357. Now, with this one being the 22, leaving the small one on is not a bad thing, but I probably would like the larger grip. Hogue makes, as you probably know, makes a lot of grips for Taurus revolvers, and I'm pretty sure that the Hogue, I think it's called the Hogue Mono Grip. I had checked into that. I'm pretty sure that the Hogue Mono Grip fits this one, so I might actually go ahead, purchase the Mono Grip, and stick that on here, so I can get a full hand on it, because this isn't going. I mean, the only reason to really keep this on is for concealed carry. And I don't think I'd conceal carry it, to be honest with you. So if I'm not going to conceal carry it, having the small grip doesn't really make sense. Might as well just put the larger grip on. So as far as, I mean, I haven't taken it out yet. I'm going to take it out as soon as I get the chance to. Probably in a couple of weeks, actually. So I've been busy with work and whatnot. But I will take this out. The finish isn't really that impressive. I gotta tell you, I just basically kind of like held the thing, and I haven't like thrown it around or anything, haven't shot it, and you can still tell there are some areas like near the trigger. I mean, I just pulled it a couple of times. That's kind of wearing off. Over here, I haven't put this on any hard surfaces, but it looks like there's some wear here, and there's some wear on the bluing there. I spun the cylinder around maybe a couple of times, just kind of taking it in and out, not like, being a jackass or anything, but just kind of like this thing right here, and putting it in, and it's already got some wear. So another reason why I like the stainless steel, to be honest with you, but as long as it functions well. Yeah, this actually has quite a bit of wear on it coming through, so probably not the best finish around. So hopefully it works as good as I hope it will, and that'll make me overlook some of the finish issues. It's funny though, because on my 357, which is also blued, that one was used, and I've used it quite a bit, and it actually I think has less wear on it than this one has, and this one's brand new. I've never even shot this one. I just took it out of the box like 2 hours ago. So the finish isn't really instilling a lot of confidence. I have a feeling it's going to look like a mess after I take it to the range a few times. But again, the big thing for me, like 90%, does it function well? And I have a feeling it will. So stay tuned for a future range review video. And I'll probably do what I did last time. I'll test out some CCI Stingers, CCI Mini Mags, and I'll see if the Federal 22 bulk ammo manages to even, you know, suck in a revolver, because I was having all kinds of issues with feeding and extracting. So I mean, now that it doesn't need to be fed and doesn't need to extract, I don't know what else could happen unless I get like, bad strikes on it or something. Who knows? But it seems like with those Federal rounds, anything can happen. So thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And if you like the video, please click the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Have a good one.